It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. The return man, Chris Moore. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
The ball carrier.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
40 there defensively.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Play fake. Mayfield. Flushed out right. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. The pass complete. It's Bird. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. That's a big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. J.J. Nelson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. John Simon. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
5-yard line.
Following the interception, Mayfield being chased out left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. J.J. Nelson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Not much there, only a yard. A run for Nick Chubb.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Tackle made by Lawrence Guy. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Patriots' 20-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Patriots 14, Ravens 7.
Second down at 4. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. Now Wentz on third down. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
From the 29, Mayfield. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Matt Judon, his 2nd sack of the night. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Deep ball for Goodwin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman.
Again.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They go play action. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert up, and he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White, as the first half is winding down, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for 28 yards.
Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. J.J. Nelson there to make the grab. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now Wentz. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give. This is Chubb. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. He finds Beckham, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Shotgun now for Wentz. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, that was dangerous.
Mayfield's
threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch the screen. Pass. Sponge. No. Watch the safety. Alert.
From the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down. Just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and
again, it's Chubb. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Nick Chubb.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Complete.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
I got you. 57.
They'll look to run with Ingram, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year, and the Ravens cut into that lead. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Patriots 35, Ravens 17.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Marquise Goodwin with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Nick Chubb tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Wentz. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb.
Complete.
They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Brandon Copeland coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Derek Wolfe.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots continue to roll. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Handoff comes to Chubb. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
For the extra point.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Opting to run again here with White. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Big time. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63. Ravens.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what do you get, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Caught left side, it's Beckham. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing is Wentz. They go screen. This is Ingram. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ingram takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. The Ravens on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From midfield, here's Wentz. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
Taken down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
36-yard line.
Going to try to jet sweep with Nelson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Ferguson there.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
And 13.
Come on, QB, come on.
Hurry!
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Hey, alert 33. Hurry!
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Hurry!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Switch. Kill. Rush in.
Hurry!
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
I'm here all day. Hey, check.
One final try now for Wentz. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Pats, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.